the average fitness coach right now, industry average, in person and online, averaged out, makes $2,000 a month. Okay. I scaled my personal fitness coaching brand to just over $50,000 a month. What my goal is in this video is to tell you what actually matters, to give you the actual truth behind what you need to do in order to scale. Okay. What I'm going to be talking about specifically in that regards is selecting markets. Okay. So many of you guys, so many fitness coaches, just your attention is so skewed. And what I mean by this is you guys are focused on surface level solutions to deeper underlying problems. What this means is you guys are focused on, for example, sales tactics. Like what I mean by this is like, what funnel should I use? What outbound system should I use? Should I use, Calendly? Should I use Instagram cold DM? Should I run Instagram ads? Should I do this funnel? Should I do this funnel? Should I do ManyChat? Okay. When in reality, that stuff really doesn't matter because who you're selling to, the market you're selling to, matters more than everything else. Okay. It matters more than your offer, and it matters more than every single sales tactic, every single funnel that you could conceptualize. Okay. What this means is like who you're selling to matters more than what you're selling, and what you're selling matters more than how you're selling it. Okay. So your market matters more than your offer, and your offer matters more than like how you're presenting that offer, funnels, ads, all that sort of stuff. Okay. So just to give you guys an example of how your attention is so skewed with this. Okay. If you go on, like I went on YouTube, I did a little experiment. I looked up how to get clients as an online fitness coach. And some of these videos come up. Like I even pulled Hormozi up. Okay. Hormozi, watch this to get your first 5 customers. Client acquisition, 1 million views. This one is industry specific, 77,000 views. A lot of views. Okay. And then I looked up how to find selecting profitable markets. 80,000 views, 2.9K views. Like this was like probably one of the most popular videos within the fitness coaching online space for selecting markets and niching. Okay. And then if you actually look at what matters the most, where fitness coaches are actually focusing on, they're focusing on these very surface level solutions. So what I mean by this is you can give me a great market, but a bad offer and a bad acquisition system, and that business model will make more than someone with a horrible market, okay, but they're amazing offer, amazing acquisition system, like top of the line. Okay. So like I said, most fitness coaches, what they're trying to do, their tactics behind this is they're trying to stay afloat. They're trying to make 10K a month. They're trying to make 20K a month by just playing a game of like whoever can scream the loudest. Like what kind of game is that if like your competitive advantage is like not an idea, not a unique insight, not some sort of like out of the box sort of way of thinking or a way of solving a problem. It's just like who can ram more volume, who can scream the loudest, who can get more impressions. What kind of way is that to get clients? What kind of way is that is to actually scale a business? Sure, maybe that will get you to 10K a month, 20K a month. Get your first couple clients. Sure, scream the loudest, do a bunch of volume, but long term, it's not going to sustain. Okay, so in relation to this, what this kind of means, there's this guy named Mike Maples. Okay, he is a co-founding partner of Floodgate. Floodgate is a $1 billion investing venture capitalist kind of firm that invests in different companies. And what they do is they come into companies, or maybe a company will pitch them and be like, hey, I want investing, or I'm pre-seed, or I'm in a stage of where I need investing in my company. And these guys will basically do an analysis on their business to see if it's a good investment or if it's a bad investment. So these guys are handling so much volume of people who are applying for funds, applying for this, applying for that, and their goal is to see if that business model is viable. Okay? So pretty much in tandem with this, one of the most important skills you can learn is how to select markets and opportunities precisely and literally predict the future. Because if you can predict the future, you can align yourself to be literally be in the current of the water. Like if you know the water is flowing in one direction, you could just go upstream and just sit under the waterfall, and then the water will fall under you in a sense. Okay. So for pretty much Mike Maples, he put together specifically in terms of selecting markets and selecting opportunities, certain things that I have been applying to my business and to the partners within my company to make sure that these fitness coaches are not just coaches like, oh, I just want to hit my first 10K month. Oh, I want to hit my first, get my first couple clients. It's like, okay, are we actually building a business here? Or are we actually trying to scale? Okay. Like legitimately, if you're actually running a business, like genuinely running a business, and your goal is not to minimum at least be doing $500,000 a year or 6 figures a month, you're honestly not running a business. You're running a little, side hustle thing that generates a little bit of cash. Okay. But it's not something legitimate. Like your goal in business is to generate the most amount of cash and keep the most amount of cash, generate the most amount of value and keep the most amount of value. Okay. So let's jump into kind of what specifically Mike Maple says, in regards to this and kind of the strategy that they've been taking. Okay. So the first thing that they look at is service and product market fit. So for you guys, if you're a fitness coach and you're watching this, or a health coach or some sort of coach, you're providing a service. So you're not really providing a product, you're providing a service. So it's service market fit. Okay. What he talks about is pretty much once you achieve this level of service market fit, customers will pretty much like pull the product out of your hands. Okay. So what this means is once it's kind of like a level of resonance that you get, let's say with your audience or with how good your service is, that you actually don't have to do that much marketing because organically it will grow. Okay. So what he talks about, there's this test that he does with his partners. If you don't, or you do have service market fit, in other words, users should be desperate for the solution you offer, even if the product still has rough around the edges, because it's the idea, it's the transformation that you're providing. It is who you're providing the transformation to. Okay. So early customers in this scenario are often willing to tolerate an imperfect or half-finished product because there's no one else addressing the problem. A company without product market fit will struggle to get lukewarm users to stick around, let alone enthusiastically recommend the product to others. Okay. They suggest that strong word of mouth and organic growth are key signs of having product market fit, service market fit. If users aren't voluntarily talking about your product, it likely hasn't truly hit the mark yet. Okay. So this is the thing. A lot of you guys, very focused, funnels, selling. Oh, I have to learn how to objection handle better. At the end of the day, if you're not at a point where you're achieving service market fit within your coaching business, then it's going to be a very hard uphill battle. It's going to be very difficult. Okay. So for example, this diagram right here in terms of pre-product market fit, service market fit versus post, as you can see, market adoption, people just, once you achieve that point of resonance, sales, everything takes off. And again, this shouldn't be something where you have to, shove down people's throats in a high volume sense. This should be something where people will resonate with simply due to what your transformation is that you're selling. Okay. So your offer and who that is positioned to. Okay. And once you achieve that level of resonance, there should be organic sales from there. Okay. So before service market fit, growth is slow and linear, but once PMF is achieved, service market fit, adoption skyrockets. In practical terms, the inflection shows up as a usage or revenue suddenly accelerating because the product resonates strongly with a slice of the market. Okay. So the first step is finding this service market fit. This is what I'm going to tell you guys about service market fit, because I've done this so many times with the clients that I work with, the partners that I work with, even my own company. Okay. You're not going to find service market fit by just sitting around and going on Google and doing research. You're not going to do that. You're going to find service market fit by going out and pitching your product, pitching your service, getting on calls and seeing if people resonate with your thing. Okay. The easiest way that you can do this, and this is what I do with my partners, is we do something called pre-seed conversations. Okay. So what this means is we're reaching out to people organically already within our established network. Let's say, for example, let's just say your mom's friend. Okay. Hypothetically, she happens to fall into, the service or the transformation that you're wanting to provide. You're getting her on a call and you're seeing just basically, what's the price she's willing to pay? What's her current situation? What's her desired situation? Is this something that she would have a base level of interest in? And based off of these conversations, if you do 20 of these conversations, 30 of these conversations, you have enough data to then see, okay, is this something that's actually viable, actually has product market fit, or if it doesn't? The founder of Discord, he realized he had product market fit off of the first 20 users. 20 users. Discord's $1 billion organization now. But off the first 20 users, he realized that. How did he realize that? Because those first 20 people came with velocity. They came very quickly. and they were long-term users. They were very interested. They loved the product. Everything was amazing about their experience with it. So from that point on, he's like, okay, I actually have an idea that I can run with. Okay, so this is the first step that Mike Maple talks about. The second step is unique insights and secrets. Okay, so I actually talk about unique insights quite a bit within my YouTube videos and whatnot. I actually have a couple videos on this. But this is one of the most important things when it comes to you providing a service. Okay, it is because unique insights are actually built off of your service and your product. It should be like a key mechanism in how you're delivering your service. You're actually presenting your service. So pretty much these startups, they're often built on unique insights that go against the grain, what he refers to as a non-consensus ideas. Basically, these are the insights that only the founding team sees and which most others overlook. According to Maples, if everyone already thinks your idea is wonderful, it's probably not going to revolutionize an industry. It might be too obvious and crowded, lacking the transformational edge that true innovation brings. Okay? Mike Maples puts it this way: your job as a founder is to discover a secret, then rally early customers and investors around this vision. Okay? This could be a novel use of technology, spotting a gap in the market, predicting a shift in customer behavior that no one else has caught on to yet, etc. Okay? He often says that the best founders are those who can live in the future, like I said above. If you can live in the future and you can predict the future successfully, you will be able to position yourself correctly to, be under this wave. Okay? So when it comes to unique insights and secrets, these are pretty much, all in all, things that you know to be true that others don't yet. That's what Peter Thiel talks about in his book, 0 to 1. What are things that you know to be true that other people don't know to be true? It's very simple. Okay. I go through this exact activity with all of my partners. I even do this myself. Okay. So what are the unique insights that you have currently about the market? Okay. How can you leverage these unique insights? What industry does it apply to? What's the impact of it? How can you apply this within your company? Is it even worth the attention for this sort of insight? This insight could be so particularly powerful that you could build your entire organization around it. Okay. One of the new startups that I'm doing with a couple partners of mine is we're helping people who are online coaches actually go in person. Why are we doing that? Because I've actually found that a lot of online coaches who are making good money, it's an uphill battle. There's so much competition online. There's so many other people that you're competing with just for like ad space, for example. That's simply going in person, less competition, better client results, so many other benefits as well. You'll be able to make more money. Average gym makes a lot more than average online fitness coach, right? So this is pretty much a unique insight that I've developed and now have been taking action to find service market fit around that. Okay. So when it comes to you, if you're an online fitness coach and you're watching this and you're like, okay, what sort of unique insights and secrets do I have? What are things that I could build potentially an organization around? Again, these are not things that maybe you already do have a level of secrets that you can provide and be like, I know this to be true that other people don't. Okay. But these are things that you're going to find after putting in work, getting on calls, talking to the market and seeing what the market has to say back. You're not going to figure these out just very quickly like that. For example, to give you an example of unique insights and secrets that specifically in the fitness industry, right now, the carnivore diet over the past 2 years has been taken off. Everyone knows about the carnivore diet. Everyone's like, oh my God, if you have inflammation, take the carnivore diet. Or, oh, if you're wanting to lose weight, it's like any problem you have, just do the carnivore diet sort of thing. Okay. This was a secret, potentially. Not many people were talking about the carnivore diet about 2 years ago, and then it blew up. Okay. And then there were certain people, certain brands, Carnivore MD, like Paul Saladino, and a bunch of other people who were able to capitalize on this and build big brands. Like even look at Liver King, for example, the primal diet, carnivore, right? Eating heavily meat. It's good for your health and all these benefits. These unique insights allowed these people to really make a ton of money from this. Okay. And this is just one unique insight. Okay. So this is exactly what I do. I'm just going to pull this up again. Another thing that I do when it comes to finding these unique insights and then reverse engineering your business potentially around these to then market these. Because again, you're not going to cut. This is the thing. Very big point. If you're going to take one thing away from this video, you're not going to come into the fitness space and just provide the same level of solution that everyone else is providing. Oh, I'm going to help you lose weight. I help moms lose 30 pounds in 90 days without diet restriction. You're not going to do that You're not going to have an offer like that and just make 10 times more than everyone else who's providing the same offer. You're not just going to be a lot louder than other people who with the same offer and just exceptionally outperform them. It's not going to work like that. Okay? You have to innovate, especially in the fitness industry, especially online. It is so darn competitive. And innovation is so key. And innovation comes from secrets. Innovation comes from seeing things that people don't see right now that you know to be true, and then convincing the populace, convincing people that this is true through these other things. Like then it actually comes to point of like, okay, now we can now look at how do we distribute what we already have built out on the back end, who we're servicing, how we're delivering in a unique way. Okay, cool. And then the last point that Mike Maples talks about is inflection points in the market. So this is very important. Okay, so pretty much what inflection points are is they're like movements in like technology, consumer behavior, regulations, government, etc., that cause changes in what you're offering or how you're selling it. Okay. So for example, he talks about how the introduction of accurate GPS in smartphones and the widespread adoption of these devices set the stage for success of ride-sharing apps like Lyft, Uber, all of these companies that he actually was invested in within his organization, Floodgate. Okay. So for example, to give you an example of this as well, COVID. I don't know if you guys realize, but before COVID in the fitness industry, how many online fitness coaches were there? How many online fitness influencers that were providing programming were there? There was a handful, sure. There was definitely some people, but there's like 5-10 times more amount of competitors, people providing the same level of solution after COVID. So COVID was an inflection point. Okay. And with that inflection point brought a lot more competition that people were able to capitalize on early COVID and make a lot of money with. Okay. And if you were able to position yourself correctly at that inflection point, you could have set yourself up to achieve a lot of growth. Okay. So, but right now, like we're what it's 2020, it's 2025 right now, right? We're 5 years after COVID, which is crazy to even say. 5 years after COVID, and we're still seeing the same level of participants entering the market, trying to be these coaches, and it's even becoming even more prevalent. Okay. And I do think with AI and certain other innovations, technology, and even with school and community building services and stuff like that, it's also an inflection point that you can definitely capitalize on. But a lot of people haven't been able to spot those inflection points. Okay. So spotting these inflection points are very, very, like if you're able to spot these, you're able to potentially set yourself up, like I said, to make a lot of money. So these are the three things that Mike Maples, three biggest things that if he has a conversation with a founder, he'll be able to find out in 5 minutes. What's the secret that you don't know or what's the secret that you know that other people don't know to be true? Apply this to your fitness business. What is that? Is it a couple things? Is it one thing? Is it one big unique insight that you're building your company around? Okay. And have you validated that? Have you gone and talked to people and said, hey, potentially pitch the idea, pitch the mechanism, see how people respond to that? Okay. Because he even says in this actual podcast that I was listening to when he was talking about service market fit, he was asked how many of the companies that you have invested in that don't have service market fit or product market fit actually see growth. And he says that less than 1%. He was like, only one company ever, and he's invested in probably thousands of companies, have ever seen a massive amount of growth, like 10, 20, 30x, 100x, without service market fit. Okay. So your job is to find these secrets, and then go and then pretty much spend all of your time validating, seeing if it works, having conversations, pitching to investors, or you're probably not investors because you're running a coaching business, pitching to people, pitching to the market, running ads, seeing if these ads resonate or not, and then shifting because of that. Okay. So if you're able to, like, I can even have a conversation with you for 5 minutes and figure out if your coaching business is going to be something that's capped at 10K a month, or if your coaching business is something that can actually genuinely be something so outside the box and so different that can make 6 figures a month, make $250,000 a month. Okay. A lot of you guys don't realize that a coaching business, a fitness coaching business, can make 6 figures a month. Okay. I have clients that are making 6 figures a month because we've done these steps, because we've done so much work and gone through so much pain to figure these things out, that now we're set up properly and we're able to find these things and solve them. Okay. So all in all, I'm going to just kind of walk you guys through this. So when it comes to overall marketing, overall business is pretty much getting prospects, getting clients, okay? Or getting prospects, people who are potentially are interested, and then turning that into cash. And then from there, delivering an expectation that you've set, delivering the transformation, okay? And so many of you guys are just focused right here on, okay, how do I, get impressions? How do I just, ads? How do I get content going? And then leads will come in, and then I'll just try to onboard without doing all of this, okay? This is probably this is the foundation of everything, okay? And with these 3 steps I walked you through, without these 3 steps, okay, honestly, especially now in 2025, you're going to be toast, especially after COVID, especially with so many people and so many other industries competing for the same transformations. I want you to think about this. If you're a fitness coach, you're selling weight loss, who else is competing against you that is not within your immediate industry? You have plastic surgeons, you have in-person gyms, you have brands like pharmaceutical brands like Ozempic, you have supplement companies selling like weight loss drugs, okay? These are just like 4 on the top of my mind, and there's so many others. Pilates studios. There's like good food. Like, what good, like you go and like the meal plan services, like Good Food, and like those companies that deliver food to your house. That's still providing a transformation of, hey, you want to lose weight? You want to get in shape? Let's just give you the right diet and you can do it all yourself. In-person dietitians, holistic practitioners, okay? So many other industries competing, and you think you're going to come in and just post some content, run some ads without any service market fit, without anything unique, without any secret that your actual company is built on, any unique insights, and think that you're just going to absolutely take off, okay? So this is what's going to make you several 6 figures a month if you're able to position yourself correctly, okay? And stop focusing on the flashy stuff. Stop focusing on, oh my God, I just want to run a new funnel. I have to just, be louder. I just have to market more. I just have to, do more volume and try to just get more customers and just run more funnels and more ads and more without any foundations. It's just easiest way to set yourself up for failure. So thanks for watching. I hope you got value from this. And I hope you're able to learn something from this very interesting company selection process that Floodgates goes through. Remember, Floodgate, they're a $1 billion organization. They have thousands of people who are constantly applying to get funding from them. They're massive. They want these people's help, okay? And they've gone through this process so many times, okay? And if you think that this is something that is, oh, I'm just gonna, breeze by it and not apply this, like, these guys have gone through the trenches. They've done all the dirty work, and it's up to us to apply these learnings to our business to make more money. And especially as fitness coaches, super competitive, apply this stuff. No one else is doing it. Or if you're someone who's a fitness coach or an online coach of some sort, or even an in-person coach that wants to apply this to actually genuinely scale their business, go down, book a call with me. I'll jump on a call. I'll ask you a couple questions for 5 minutes. I'll see, do you have a secret? Do you have this? Do you have that? And see if this is something that even I can apply to your business and help you with this and actually apply the data that I already have from my past clients and set you up for success. So thanks for watching. Hope you got value.